Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kuser, and I know, I'm late. I'm late, and man, I've been working hard. I've been working long ass hours to get these these five new short stories done. But as close I get to the deadline that was Halloween, I was just able to finish into the point that I was satisfying to the end product. I was able to finish two out of five short stories by this Halloween, and if you didn't paying attention of nothing that I've been posting or doing, that's fine. If I was you, I would ignore me too. Like I'm just a crazy person, and I'm just here writing for crazy people, Like we can relate in comics. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I post trapped in the house of lies and an elegant self-destruction and Arthur's note that was extra. That's something that I want just to explain to you guys. Kind of like the connections and the expansion of stories that I already told, but with this new catalog, like with Trap in the House of Flies, I am expanding the House of Flies, a short extra story that I wrote, I think a year ago, and I just sent it to my assistant to draw it. But you think, oh yeah, he draw the entire thing, and he had um, like artistic freedom. No, 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 no. If you work with me, you have to understand that I am the leader. I am the ringleader here in this circus. You can call me the ringleader or um kind of like the dude that is in the orchestra, but with that fucking wand and just making everybody just going crazy with their instruments. I'm that guy. Like every fucking panel that you will see, like if it is drawn for somebody else, that panel was thought and just like everything was made like I made it first, and I just give everything just kind of like already layout paneled and with all the references and how I wanted to see it on the page to my artist. Yeah, and you will say, oh, that's kind of like that's rough. No, 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 no. It's just like that's my creation, and if you want to work with me, you have to understand that I will treat my creation as my, even though if you are the artist, we will work together to get my idea as exactly and precise that as I want it. So if you read House of Flies, you will notice that I already introduced a character there. So Trapped in the House of Flies is where I kind of like introduce four more characters, and kind of like a plot development, a little bit of explanations, and kind of like creating a setup. So I developed that same story in later on. That's why I finished it with to be continue. To be continue. Sorry. And if you notice, I'm kind of like an addict of doing kind of like science fiction ish comics, stories. If you already read the story, spoilers. I introduced the vault The It's kind of like a special project uh, that is behind the mainstream bureau of investigation. Like it's kind of like a special project of the FBI, but kind of like nobody knows about it, and is where kind of like all the weird cases and unresolved cases and mysteries and all that shit. Like the Vault is an acronym that stands for Verification and Analysis of Unexplained and Lethal Threats. Code name The Vault. That idea was born of kind of like a necessity of a team or a group of heroes that will help solve these unexplained and paranormal things that happen in my universe. But I wanted it to make it more mm, believable. Plus, I wanted to bring the big guns and kind of like government conspiracies within the government using the FBI and all that shit. Fun stuff. But with this story, I introduce Rebecca Ashmore. She was a character that kind of like I just create her like the beginning of this year. Steve Coulson was another character that I just created in the beginning of the year, and Richard C. Langford. That's another character that I just created to like well all these three characters were ideas at first. I want to create a team that it's kind of like a mixed bag of different traits. I for sure wanted to have a blonde, a hot blonde that is smart, and that's why you had Rebecca Ashmore. She's a forensic expert or scientist. She's graduated for the Michigan State University. She's just kind of like a rookie, and she's interesting because I wanted to bring a character that is flawed, but at the same time unique and really, really human. Somebody who kind of like remembers still little stuff like the names that she had to endure in the FBI academy. Like people were bullying her because she was too slow in the in the shooting range every time that they were doing the arming up training and shit like that. Shit that I know that kind of like is relatable with people that are in the force. Like nobody's kind of like ready to shoot. Like the first time that I shot, I was kind of like the same shit. It's kind of like I use kind of like my little struggle, like learning how to use a firearm, with Rebecca Ashmore, and kind of like the obsession of I can do this shit. I want to do this shit, and I wanted to do it better. Not just because she was bullied about it, no, because she wanted to be efficient at her job and like being part of the forensic analysis department. You not only could be a scientist, you need to know about ballistics and all that shit. But okay, yeah, so I already kind of like spoil you already my entire story, and probably I already bore you. But yeah, my stories are I always try to make them believable. Not that believable, like For sure. If a legitimate. Oh my God, I struggled just right there. Um, a legitimate FBI agent read my story, he will probably will say, "This is bullshit," and I won't disagree. It's like, yeah, I did my due diligence. I study all the ranks of the FBI, more in the forensic department, and I took some creative freedoms to create an engaging story. And plus, uh, because the story was too graphic, and probably somebody report me to webtoons, they just remove one of the chapters. And probably right now that you are hearing these, I'm just about to blur out some gore shit the that is in this comic, because I didn't I this Dark Tales is a horror franchise. Yeah, I'm presenting new characters, heroes, but these heroes are kind of like in a survivor horror setting. And we will see like what will happen at the end. But the gore scenes that I show is not just violence for pure violence. It was more like I want to show you what these psychos like Igor and Earl are capable to do. More Igor. Igor is a fucking monster that can haunt you and shit. And and if you're already kind of like wink wink get it, he can he has the power of elasticity, but it's not like the common set of powers that you already know from Mr. Fantastic or characters like that. No, he's kind of like a more body horror type uh dude with elastic powers and shit, and he uses to eat humans and and teenage girls. And that's why these guys needs to be killed and arrested. And I believe me, it's not that, oh, I love all this shit. Like, I well it's kind of like entertaining to draw a disturbing scene, to nail the idea of, okay, these bad guys are really fucked up. These guys are monsters that needs to be stopped. And I think that the I hit the mark. That's why my my episode what got removed is like how this shit is more disturbing. I have more episodes that are disturbing as shit, but now like a girl getting chewed up is kind of like, oh no, you passed the line here, gentlemen. Like, you passed the line here, sir. Like, it was too much. And it was like, what did I did? And yeah, when I read that, it's kind of like I felt bad, and I almost cried. He's like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? But nah, and then it's like, nah, I need to get strong and face the the struggles of my day to day life. So I went to work like everybody else, pretending that nothing happened. But actually, I was pissed off. I'm still pissed off, and it's like that's why I want to jump off webtoons. I want to leave webtoons and all that bullshit. I don't want to be worried about censorship. I don't want to censor myself to show you stuff. Like, it's it's not in my blood. It's a lot of bullshit. It's all the stress, the just being late to developing and creating my comics, and plus the videos and the updates that I need to do. I need to record myself. I'm behind my own schedule, like a margin that is worrisome even for me, in the fucking sake. But it's a lot of shit that I'm doing by myself. I do the lettering, I do the editing, I do the onomatopoeias, blah 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 blah. I do the marketing. I do my own posts for the social media. I edit my own videos. Sometimes I do some magic tricks. Sometimes I use the Ouija board. So I ask Jack Kirby, tell me why all this shit sucks. And then the spirit of Jack Kirby just came to my fucking studio and he says, "I told you, kid, comics will break your heart." And I will say to Jack Kirby, "My heart is already broken, bitch. I'm just doing this shit to heal my shit, you know? So give me answers." I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, nothing, all that stress, all that bullshit, all that stupid ass shit, even in social media, and all that idiocracy we are enduring in not just the mainstream industry but in the independent, all these tourists and bitches, all of that doesn't matter. You know why? You know why it doesn't matter? Because it's win and it's Halloween, bitches. So get your candy, watch a horror movie. Halloween is awesome. And if you already went to a party, you do your trick or treat. You already went with your friends to a haunted house or a horror house. Things like that. You already went to the club to see all the girls, with their the slutty costumes and shit. That's why I love fucking Halloween, bro. That's why I love Halloween. It's like not only you can eat candy, you can watch candy walk in front of you, if you know what I mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, and by the end, nothing else mattered. You know why? Because it's we, and we love Halloween here at Cruiser Comics. And I'm just recording this to tell you guys happy Halloween. I love you all. I hope all of you been doing great, doing awesome. Um, I'm still working. I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do with this channel and writing. And if I was just able to clone myself. I was just able to clone myself, bro. Just clone myself. I will be faster. I will be just murdering all my competition. I was just killing these bitches. Like I will make them run after my fucking my machine gun. Just run, bitch. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah. So enjoy your candy. I will correct my mistakes and my wrongdoings on webtoons, so these bitches, they don't anymore they fucking remove one of my episodes. I'm starting to getting like these bitches are just removing my shit because they don't want me to get famous. They're jealous, bitch. They're jealous. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, I will re-upload the episode, and by beginnings of November, or probably and at the middle of November, I will have ready the big video, kind of like explaining everything, why I'm late, why my two biggest stories are gonna be a little bit late, why I'm taking too long, um, explaining more into why I'm developing this new catalog, presenting these new characters, all that fun stuff. I'll be showing my face. I will show you some animations that my friend already, cooked for me, and I had it, in my sleeve. So for now, I'm just telling y'all, but just wait until that video drops. But for now, just enjoy the rest of the Halloween. For me, Halloween is gonna be Halloween until the end of fucking year. I don't care. It's Christmas. I don't give a fuck. It's Halloween still for me. I don't give a fuck. It's Halloween with some snow and shit. But I'm still on ween. It's like, well, for me, it's always Halloween actually. But well, whatever. So stay hydrated, be nice with people, be patient, be patient with me, okay? I'm a special kind of guy, you know? I'm not retarded, but well, kind of, uh, but not that kind of special, but I'm special for you because I'm here to just give you the most awesome and cool stories in the independent. No gay frogs, no gay superheroes and shit. All gay superheroes. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much hate for that. But not that. No. I'm here to give you some action and some horror, survivor horror. So give you some badass heroes that can fucking destroy anything. Monsters. We're gonna have explosions. We're gonna have paranormal shit happen. Historical knowledge that you didn't know. Weird shit. We're gonna step into weird territory on my label because we don't give a fuck. We just want to tell good stories and connect with people. That's what we do here. That's my goal, and that's everybody's goal that is working with me here in my label. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Stay cool, stay nice, and yeah, remember there is win. Hi again. Sorry to bother. I just wanted to show you guys some of my work. These are some chapters that I already did. They are published and available for you to read. If you like horror, if you like creatures, you like weird stuff like me, I will encourage you to read my anthology of horror stories called Dark Tales. You can find me on Webtoons. If you want to, you can follow me on my social media. And yeah, that will be all. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh, I almost forgot. If you like this content, please, I'm begging you, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. It's free, baby.